What's good, everyone? Back at it again, day 10. So, first off, I want to apologize because I told you guys I was going to post last Friday and I didn't. Uh, got held up with schoolwork. Same problem that I had the first half of this week. So, um, yeah, just been kind of focusing on quizzes and studying that sort of stuff. But I have not been lazy. So what happened was that I kind of had like a eureka moment during class. Funny enough, so at first I started trying to work on anatomy a little bit, trying to get like human proportions down. Still a little bit messy as you see, but I tried to incorporate like actual 3D shapes this time. So like cylinders, spheres, that sort of stuff. And honestly, this turned out kind of well. I kind of like it. I think next time I'm gonna try to not use straight up shapes and just try to actually form the body and just see how that goes. So anyway, though, this was my eureka moment. So I'm just busy doodling, drawing cubes. Try to draw a little face or whatever. I'm still using that one technique. It's pretty cool. I like it. And anyway, I drew this and I was like, I wonder if I could actually make the pose for it. And then I kind of just did, right? And it all kind of clicked, like perspective, using shapes. And it's not perfect, right? Not saying it is. Ignore all this. This is just random. This I was doing too. But anyway, I got this and I was like, oh, I finally did it, right? Like the arm isn't out of place. I mean, it might look a little bit weird, but I see exactly like how it's supposed to look, right? So like with perspective, like the arm's gonna look smaller and a little bit from a distance, which I like. The leg is also from a distance, and you can kind of see the volume of it. So I did that during class, and I wanted to pop off, man. I was so excited because I was always like, man, if I can start actually like incorporating the different techniques and fundamentals, I was like, yeah, that's all I was trying to get at the moment. And like this is like 3 weeks worth of progress. So I was pretty happy about that. Then I was like, hey, let's do it again. Okay, ignore all this. It's just like other stuff. But anyway, I think this is actually the same day, but this is like early in the morning. So I was like, okay, let's try to draw something a little bit more abnormal. And I was trying to draw like dudes like in a car seat or something. The arms are kind of fine. The head and body are all types of whack. But anyway, this was later in throughout the day. So I try to recreate the same pose. And I kind of did. And I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. So then as you can see, I kind of try to add like the Goku gi on them and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, it's pretty neat. So I want to say this was actually yesterday, maybe. I want to say this is yesterday. So I was like, okay, fine. Let's try to do like a pose without like basic shapes, right? I did kind of I didn't even follow the same technique. Like the first one I did that you saw was me like incorporating shapes like this, more circular, like ovals and that, and then kind of just going off of it. This one I did more like a stick figure. And honestly, I was kind of glad about this too because every single time I drew, it was always based off of like me looking at like an image. But like these ones, I kind of did straight off of imagination, and I was kind of happy about that too because that's like the first time I actually like drew something, and it came like not fully close, but it's like becoming more realized. So that was pretty dope. So as you can see, I went back schizo, started drawing a bunch of like cubes and all that, and then eventually I went and tried this. As you can see, I also had like chicken scratch, but I also tried to. I also was like kind of like uh conscious about like if I was using like line confidence or not. So like you'll see like I kind of switched up a little bit. Like sometimes you'll see like the chicken scratch, and then sometimes you'll see a little bit more uh like solid lines going on. So anyway, I drew this, and I was kind of happy about this too. And honestly, I'm still looking at this, and like it's not the greatest, but I'm loving the improvement, and I'm loving how everything's kind of looking. I try to do this at like a different angle, and actually like a few drawings coming up, you're gonna see the same exact thing. But this came out a little bit weird because in the leg it's coming out a little bit too forward, so I need to practice on like foreshortening. I want to say maybe that is, and trying to get that situated. Try to draw a hand. I think I'm also figuring that out. I'm still gonna do a video on the hands. I promise you guys that. You're gonna see me struggle, but you're gonna get that video with me working on hands. Promise that. It'll most likely be Monday because tomorrow I might do, just like a regular yap and draw session. Um, Then I tried to do the like perspective again, and this kind of failed. This straight up failed. I can't even lie about that. This is just a random stickman pose, and I think this might have been an arm. Maybe it could have been a leg. I can't tell honestly. Following up, ignore all the math you see here. This is me during class, or not even. I might have been like preparing for like a quiz or something last minute, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just draw. And I tried to draw again. Obviously, proportions are not right. Legs should probably be a little bit longer. The body isn't, of course, correct. But I like how I'm starting to incorporate like everything and it's starting to make sense now. So like I'm seeing improvement. And that's really what I like to see. My head shapes are starting to get better too. So beforehand I couldn't really draw heads, but once I started following this method, and I need to see what the YouTuber is again, because I might just put a link to like his channel and the thing, but it's like greatly helping. And then also I try to draw like a body from like, you know, looking up, or from like the, was it face down view I want to say. So like you're like kind of like staring down at him. And I want to say like it came out kind of all right. Um, Maybe the feet shouldn't, because the other thing is that for me, I think I was also trying to draw him where his body is like pointed this way, but it kind of looks like his body's pointed that way. So I might work on that. And then afterward, kind of the same thing. Honestly, this is like foreshadowing for something. So ignore that. But after that, yeah, just kind of drawing more shapes, a little bit of perspective, as you can see. Drawing objects like mixed in together, and trying to draw like a hand picking up something. And then also, I was really happy for some reason about how this head shape was looking, because I don't know why, but like my head shapes usually aren't like the best. But ever since I started like incorporating that method, it's just working. And I like how this is kind of like the style of like my head shapes I want them to be. So I was really happy about that. But yeah, otherwise, I didn't really have a plan of like drawing today, but I just wanted to kind of show the progress I was having. And again, like I said, apologize for not posting for like what, almost like a week now. So yeah, ton of improvement. I'm super happy about it, and you know, like never lose hope. That's the first thing. Like never lose hope whenever you're drawing or doing anything, because like I think like that's the one thing, right? Like you like a skill and a talent, like you know, talent you're kind of like you just have. But at the same time, you don't really need that talent to have that skill, right? Like I'm not the best drawer, like person that could draw. So I don't know. But like always keep trying. You know, it's gonna get hard, right? Like I probably beat my head like 5 times before I even got like some. I mean, not literally. I'm, you know, I'm being hyperbolic, but you know, I probably struggled with this for like a minute before I even got this, or even this. So like, never lose hope. And even if you look at my like earlier videos, you're gonna be like, how's this dude drawing? Like this doesn't make any sense, but like it looks nasty, right? Like it doesn't look good. But you know, take your time, have patience with yourself. And the other thing I want to say is that, you know, people will say like draw every day, but it's not just that. It's like acknowledging like where your problems are, where you can fix certain issues and like improve. So like for me, like, you know, I always acknowledge like my lines, right? Like I need to be more confident with my lines. And then also like the body structure isn't right over here, right? Like the neck is kind of just out here looking like ET kind of. But you know, it's still like a work in progress. And don't beat yourself up too hard, but beat yourself enough to where it's how can I say this? Where it's like critical reviewing, right? But otherwise, yeah, I kind of didn't really have anything else I was really gonna do today. I'm definitely, we're doing a video tomorrow. I know that for sure, and I promise I'm not lying this time. I'm actually have a video tomorrow. I promise you that. And I don't know yet. I think it might be like Dragon Ball related, because it's first off, it's the final episode of Daima, and then two, it's what the next day will be the anniversary of Toriyama's death. So yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys all have a great day, and peace. Yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow.